Hi, it's Haley Houston here. Now, as you've all kind of noticed in my music videos, in my album covers, in some of my photographs, each one has a different look. Now, my signature look is tan skin with my afro, and a lot of people that know me since childhood don't believe that it's really me. So I'm going to give you a little self-love journal tutorial on my hair and my skin care. So I'm going to take off my glasses. I can't see without them. I'm actually kind of blind, but I'm going to take my glasses off. Hopefully not screw this up. I usually need to have them off for several hours before I can do anything with myself. But I'm going to start with my skin. So what I do is I usually wash off my makeup in the shower with just water. I don't do anything fancy. But usually after a shower, I'll put on this Avon Naturals Body Soothing Lavender and Chamomile Body Lotion on my face. This is what it looks like. It's very relaxing. It's lavender and chamomile. I usually just give it a little shake because it's kind of has a water base on it, and I like it to be a little thicker when it goes on my face and not be water. So I just use a little bit like this, and I rub it in my hands, and I put it over my skin. I'm not going to do it anywhere that's exposed to makeup right now because I didn't wash my face before doing this, but I'm just giving you a last minute tutorial, kind of like how I would normally do things. And I rub it in my hands as well and on my wrists. Especially in the wintertime, it's good to stay hydrated, and one way to stay hydrated is to put lotion on your skin. It keeps the hydration and moisture in your body. Okay, so the next step is I do another second lotion, and again it's water-based, so I shake it. And it's called Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun Flawless Natural Looking Color Instantly Deep Bronze Sunless Tanning Mousse. This is what it looks like. This is what I use to get that beautiful glow that I usually get. And it's usually, I'll do one layer in the evening, one layer in the morning as well, and then throughout the day and in day 2 and 3, it will darken, and then usually day 2 or 3 is when I'll take my photographs or do my videos. But I'll show you what it looks like on the first level. You can't really see the difference as much as day 2 or 3. But again, I just take a little bit in my hand like that, a little bit of mousse, and I squish it in my hands and put it over my skin anywhere that there isn't makeup. Again, you don't want to get this in your eyes because it can sting. So you don't want to get it in your mouth because it doesn't taste good. So just rub it on your forehead, on the sides of your temples, on your upper cheeks, under your eyes, under your chin, the sides of your cheeks, your sides of your nose, the top of your nose, even the nostril part. And it doesn't matter if you don't get it up on the top or upper lip unless you're not wearing makeup. If you're not wearing makeup, I would go on the upper lip. Just be wary that if you lick your lips, it would taste kind of icky. So then there's that. And it does stain. This one stains. So if you get it on your clothes or on your tabletop, on your counter, it will stain unless you wipe it off with baby oil right away. So that's a trick that I have learned the hard way. So the next step is, well, I recently got a haircut. So I had longer hair, but I recently got a haircut. I find that I really enjoy my short hair afros. I figure they turn out a lot better. Oh, I gotta get my hairspray. 1 second, pardon me. Again, my hairspray is another thing that's water-based, so you want to shake it before you use it. And then basically you spray all over. Usually my favorite ingredients to use from my afros is hairspray, gel, and baby oil. All three, plus a little bit of water and a hairbrush. But today I'm just going to use Extra Hold Tresemme, because that's what I have in the house right now. I am literally broke. I just bought my ticket to the Junos. Yay, save me a seat. So it's not really a good seat. It's kind of in the back, but I mean, I couldn't afford to buy another one. If the one I wanted is still available, say like in 10 days, I'm going to buy it and maybe buy two so someone can come with me. But and maybe give the other one to somebody else that I bought. But yeah, so now this is going to look a little ugly, but I tend to like brush the bangs down. And brush the sides down. Like, yeah, it does look like a bowl cut. It looks kind of ugly. But, like, the after effect, like tomorrow when I take this out, it will be an afro. And it will look dark, and my skin will look dark. And it will be puffy and fluffy. And that's what we want. We want puffy and fluffy. So then I'll do another layer of hairspray. Just make sure you're covering your eyes. And then I just dropped that there. Okay, so I've got some new and improved little tiny elastics. And I don't always use these, but when my hair is first cut, I usually would use them because they're smaller. But normally I would use a hair elastic like this, and I would use like about 10 or 12 of them. But for today, I'm just going to use these small elastics because I have an abundance of them and I throw them out a lot. So you want to take a little corner of your hair and twist it. And it doesn't matter if your hair is long or short, you can still do this. I just prefer my hair to be short because I like the short afros. It's just my preference of what I like, how it looks on me. My 9-year-old daughter, she has long hair and she has, fair skin that's kind of darker than mine naturally. She already has like a tan. She was born dark. Her dad was dark. So, and God rest his soul, he's no longer with us. But I hope that she watches this tutorial because I would really love to see her hair someday all pretty up in a fro. Her older sister is also the same, kind of mulatto. So my 9-year-old is mulatto. Oh, I'm using this one. Accidentally was going to use this one. But that's not the one I was planning to use. I'm just going to put it away. Yeah, so I am mestizo. Both my oldest daughters are mulatto, and my youngest daughter is mestizo. So mulatto means that somebody is mixed with a darker skin pigment and a lighter skin pigment, but they turn out with the darker skin pigment. And mestizo is the opposite. Okay, so, and usually includes mestizo, or mulatto usually includes African continents, and mestizo often incorporates like Latin American, Spanish continents, and American, and mulatto is usually also like African American, so it's pretty interesting. We have a very unique dynamic in our family. I don't think my daughter, my 9-year-old, knows anything about her father, but I hope one day I can get the chance to talk to her about her dad and share some good memories. Yeah, but until then, self-love and hair is a good tactic, Focus on your hair, focus on your self-love. Girl, if you're watching, I love you. Don't mind my ugliness today. I'm just showing you and the rest of the world how to do this afro style without going to the salon and paying millions of dollars or thousands or hundreds of dollars for something that they'll just say that you can't get if you're not African. If you don't identify as being African or having African looking skin naturally, they say they won't touch your hair. But they're lying, and like they can do your hair, it's just they don't want to because they're being racist. Okay, so, and that's the society we live in. We live in a very racist society. So yeah, then I just twist this hair until it's really tight, and then I twist it into a circular motion so that it's all the way a circle, and then I put the elastic around it. And again, you can use any size elastic, whatever is most comfortable. Just be aware that the smaller the elastic, the more likely you'll have to cut it out of your hair. Just be careful not to cut your actual hair, because then you will be, a lump short of hair. So you have to be very meticulous about this process. I think I'm going to do this one. Sometimes you need to use two hands. Most of the time you need two hands to do this because it is very complicated if you're not used to it, and it can strain your arms if you're not used to it. It is good, a good way to build muscles in your arms. Be a strong woman. Oh, one of my artists from my label just messaged me, but I will get that later. His name is Starboy MK, and shout out to Starboy MK, and shout out to all my other artists on my label. My label name is Haley Houston Records, and my publishing company is Haley Houston Music Publishing. I'm a release artist. I do not tour and I do not perform. The closest that you'll see me perform is poetry at a poetry night. I'm just not ready yet for the other things. Let's see here. More here at the back. Fortunately, you can't see me at the back. I could turn around so you could see it, but then my back would be turned to you. That might just be weird, but you can still see what I'm doing here. You can see that they're little bumpy wumpies. And do this back one. So I would leave it on. If you just only have hairspray, I would leave it on for 8 hours. If you have the hairspray, if you have the gel, and you have the baby oil and the water, I would say 2 to 4 hours, up to 8 hours, depending on how firm you want your afro. The longer you leave it in, the longer the firm it will become. The less that you leave it in, the fluffier it will be. The more loose it will be. And yeah, so my daughter, Amira, she was born in 2016, and her father was Richard Sukram. He was mixed, I think. I'm not sure if it was from India and Guyanese or something like that, or India and Africa. I forget. Like, it's been such a long time since I talked to him about his heritage, and he passed away in 2019. She never met him, unfortunately. She'll never get the opportunity to meet her father, and I'm very sorry for that. But he passed away because he was sad, and he was experiencing depression after she was apprehended. We had planned to have a child, and she was our planned child. We had sought support from sperm donations, and that went really successful, and we're not sure who her biological dad is because of that, but in retrospect, Richard was her dad. He was going to raise her with me, but my self-defense instructor ended up claiming her as his own and abducted her at birth, and then took me to court with Children's Aid and got full custody of her. And that's why my partner, my fiance Richard, passed away. It's really sad. He was a wonderful man, very beautiful inside and out. I would have married him. We were engaged. We were together for 13 years, 13 plus years. And I had another daughter with him, Chanel, and she's my stepdaughter, but she'll always be a daughter to me in my heart. I've known her since she was about 12 years old, and now she's grown up in her 20s. Luckily, my daughter Amira got to meet Aunt Mary, who is Chanel's direct relatives, and Richard's, I think it was Richard's sister or Richard's aunt. Anyways, we all call her Aunt Mary. She's a wonderful lady, and I hope that she reaches out sometime soon, because I lost contact with her a while ago, and I was trying to make arrangements for her to meet Amira, and for Chanel to meet Amira. Amira was really excited when she found out she had a sister that was older. She's really happy, and I think it would be really a blessing if they got to meet each other one day. But yeah, so this is the hair. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a crown of hair. It looks kind of punkish while it's curling. But you leave it in overnight up to 8 hours, or, it's now 3:30 in the afternoon, so 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. I could leave it in till 11:30 tonight, and it would be fine if I took it out. Or I can leave it in till 11:30 and continue leaving it in all night till tomorrow morning, which I might just do, because I do want a good curl, and I only have my hairspray. I don't have my other ingredients to make it perfect. I am a huge stickler on perfection. But I also wanted to show you my makeup routine. So I've brought my makeup bag. It's huge. Okay, so I used to be an independent beauty consultant. So makeup was my go-to career when I was 17 until I was about 21. And that was my first adult job, was a beauty consultant. So because I've done my skincare already, I've done my 2 lotions. I now have my Mineral Contour Palette, which has several different shades of brown and yellows. And so what I do to get the perfect color of my face, and I do this on my whole body actually, because I like to have a contoured color. I like my bronze. I like bronze colors. I like tanning, except I don't. So this is the thing. I like to look like I've tanned, or that I have naturally tanned skin. I do not like tanning because it's bad for your skin and it can cause cancer. I've seen people in my family, not biologically related, but like Kim and Peggy, so Grandma Peggy and Mother Kim, both not non-blood related. Mother Kim, so she's not my real mom, but she has blonde hair. She's not my real mom, but everybody knew her as my mom when I was growing up. She raised me. Anyway, I love these colors. As you can see, they're all these colors, and I will drag my big brush. You can see my big brush here. This is my blush, my contour, my mixing brush. I will mix all the shades, so I will get all the shades mixed, and I will just slowly start putting it on my face in the places where there is not makeup. So that's the forehead, the T-zone right here. This is the T-zone. It's called the T-zone. And you just contour your makeup all over. You can, if you prefer the dark colors to look like a tan, by all means go for it. It's not going to hurt your skin. I love having a look of a tan, but I don't like actually tanning, so this is what I do instead. And I get a lot of backlash from people from church. I get a lot of backlash from family and friends, and they're like, "You're not black. Why do you look like a blackface?" And I'm like, because I'm not racist and I like to look like I'm tanning. Thank you for the racist comments, though. Okay, so I'll even do my chin, under my chin, my collarbone, my neck, the back of my neck, both sides, underneath where my shoulders are. I'll even go as far as doing behind my ears, just to get that overall look. So as you can see, I'm a couple shades darker than my wall now. And then if you get any makeup on you, just rub it off. If you're nervous you're gonna get makeup on you, I would wear a swat, get a cardigan and just fold it over, put a pin at the top and the bottom, and you won't get any makeup on your clothes, and then just take it off after. So there's that. And then my eye makeup, I'm wearing purple, so I'll show you. That's my purple makeup. And yes, this is all old makeup. I wear it every day, so it's not something that's brand new that I don't wear. I wear this every day. I do the same routine every single day, but I vary from purple to brown on my eyes. So what I'll do is I'll just take this small brush now, and I won't dip it. I will scratch at the color to get the color knee deep in the needles of the brush, and then it will come on strong if I want a thick look. So if I want a thick look, I'll just go across here. See, it's a lot darker. And then I'll flip it and do the same thing with the brush to get that look. And then I'll start in the indent of the eye and work my way back. And as you can see, it's there. And then I'll just do my blush. And then I'll take my big brush and contour it in so it looks dark. And then also, you know what? I never used to like liquid eyeliner, but I started to really enjoy it. I also use an Instant Lift eyebrow pencil. So I have the brush that's on one end, and I have the makeup that's on the other end. You can see the makeup is on this side, and the brush is on this side. So what I can do is I can brush my eyebrows, and then I can take my eye makeup just to make it more prominent so it looks thicker. And then my liquid eyeliner, I like to do layers of this. So I don't know if I should do my eyebrows on the screen because I feel like I might mess it up. I've never done it on the screen before. Maybe I'll stick to doing my eyelids. So I get close to my eyelid and I drag it down, drag it all the way to the edge of my eyebrow. And then I do the same thing on this side. And then I've got makeup on there. And then I also do underneath, just to get that dimension. And then my eyes are done. And then to get my lip color, I like to use different colors, but I like to use, where is it? Oh, actually my eyes first. So everybody asks me, what do I do with my eyelashes? Because everyone thinks that I use fake eyelashes. Well, I got a surprise. I don't use fake eyelashes. This is what I use instead. It's mascara, and it's called Milani. Highly rated lash extensions tubing mascara. Okay, so obviously I hit it like this on my hand. So I shake it and then open it up. Rub the sides to the side, rub the corner on the front end of it so it doesn't drip. And then I start at the end of my eyelashes and I work my way forward. And then I do another layer and I go back again. As you can see, my eyelash looks dark. And then I'll do it on this side too. So forward, and then all the way back again. And then I've got my makeup. Ta-da! Okay, then my lipstick. Okay, this is my base color that I use a lot. Right now I've got a black underneath, but this is a brownish purple that I like to use. It's my favorite color. And right now I'm wearing black, but my favorite go-to is usually this brown color. It's called Matte Frappuccino. And I'll do this one. I'm just going to show you, even though I'm wearing black. So I do that color, and then I do my purple brown over top. So a trick to making sure you don't get any lipstick on your teeth is after you put your lipstick on, I'm going to get this closer so you can see. Get closer, get closer. Okay, so as you can see, my makeup and my hair. Okay, so lick your teeth before you open your mouth after you've smacked your lips like this. Then take your tongue, put it above your teeth and wipe it with your teeth, and then put your finger in your mouth on your bottom lips like that, and then pull out. It will get all the extra dangly bits of your lipstick off your teeth, and it will go on your hand. You'll have to clean your hand after. But it's a good trick that I learned a long time ago. And yeah, so self-love is also about self-care. And I have been pushing that since I was a teenager. You know, I'm always, even since I was a teenager, doing my hair and my makeup and my nails and brushing my teeth, flossing, rinsing my mouth with mouthwash, cleaning inside my ears with a Q-tip, and washing, getting a bath and getting a shower, shaving my nasty hairs off my legs, etc., and making sure I'm clean everywhere, and eating nourishing food, because eating nourishing food is actually good for your skin, good for your eyesight, and good for your mind. So make sure that you're getting all of your omega-3s, you're getting enough carbohydrates and fruits and vegetables, and proteins as well. So anyway, that's that for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial of my makeup and hair. And stay tuned for more self-love journals.